GearNetwork.com.
The following is a presentation of the Gear Radio Network.
This is the worst cold open.
Chip's cooking. I'm putting a heating pad on my back. Sleazy's jerking off to Asians because it's Wrestle Kingdom night 2.
Oh yeah.
And Ryan is
Playing Super Mario RPG on my SNES Classic.
The best game ever. I'm just going to already say it.
I will fuck. Listen.
Yeah, you will fuck. You will fuck right off out of here.
I will drive over to your fucking house. I know where you live and punch you in the fucking ovary if you don't say The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is the best fucking video game of all time.
You better get fucking driving, motherfucker.
And you say
get
Super
fucking
Mario
driving.
RPG
is the best fucking game ever. I don't even care.
You're making frozen chicken tacos? You are the biggest fucking monster I've ever fucking met in my life for saying that shit.
Let's talk more about that on the wrestling show. Welcome everyone, this is Sleazy. Welcome everyone to another wonderful episode. Today we have the master chef himself who got 16th place in a contest.
Cooking his hamburger helper.
Chip Willett is here with us today.
He waves on a fucking audio.
You motherfucker waving a...
You know what? Fuck you.
Yeah, no. Fuck you, sir. Fuck you.
We're off the rails already, folks.
Oh, it's fucking gone. And also, we have the greatest Williams of the wrestling show. Mr. Ryan Williams is with us today.
Hey-o. And second off, I hope you step on a fucking Lego, Zelda. Eat a dick, you piece of shit. I'm not going to get mad about wrestling. Fucking Legend of Zelda, that's terrible. They should have killed Link.
Oh, that's it. Next time I'll come over there, 2 black dildos are going up your ass this time.
All the things that trigger me, Legend of Zelda is one of them. It's terrible.
Because you don't play it.
No, I'm attempting to play it. I don't want to be a little fairy walking around and smashing everybody's face because I got nothing else better to do with my time to save a princess that's not going to at least touch me. At least Mario's getting hand jobs.
You said,
shit.
I got nothing else better to do to save a princess? That's what Mario does, except he's a plumber.
Actually, that's not true at all. He does not save the princess in Super Mario RPG.
And by the way, Zelda does. And he saves the whole world.
What's the princess's name?
The problem.
Zelda helps. She helps Link in his battle with Ganondorf.
She helps Link in his battle in Gatum.
Now, Chip is sitting over there jonesing because he wants to talk about Japanese wrestling. He's literally like doing like all the heroin addicts do, just itching his arms and shit. He's like, I need to talk about some Japanese wrestling. Come on, I fucking need it.
Considering this show has some Joshi on it, I should be the one jonesing.
Simmer down, Sleazy.
Oh no, I cannot.
Your time will come.
Oh, there will be a lot of cum.
He has the tweezers, he has the microscope, and he has the towel.
And we're fucking ready to go.
He is ready.
Speaking of which, we're talking about night 2 of Wrestle Kingdom. I'm running this segment, so forgive me.
So it's going to
You're only running the segment because you can pronounce the names best out of all of them.
Barely.
If you listened to our sports podcast last week, Chip made me read off Eastern European names. That did not go well. That did not go well.
Speaking of which, before we continue, it's the Best Damn Sports Show period 2. Where can you guys find that?
On Facebook is the best darn because they won't let me cuss.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck them.
So if you like sports and you want to listen to that and you do use Facebook, check them out. It's actually a really, really cool show. But yeah, they tape what, every Tuesday? Thursday now? Okay.
Super late. Our last show went past midnight.
Ooh, wow. That's a long
what you
show.
get when you got two sport junkies talking about sports.
Yeah.
So, all right, Sleazy.
Pre-show. Anyone watch it?
No.
I
Chip had to wake me up.
I watched it.
Okay, talk about it. I didn't.
Yo, dog, I heard you like tag team matches. That was the first match. Yo,
And the
dog,
second
I heard
match.
you like tag team matches. That's the second match. Yo, dog, I heard you like tag team matches. That's the third match. Okay, we're done with the pre-show.
What a dick.
So start with the main show. Yo, dog, I heard you like tag team.
I mean, you're not wrong, sir. You're not wrong. We have what is this one? Robbie Eagles? Is that how to pronounce it?
I hope you face bump on Lego.
Wow.
Sleazy,
How
is
dare
trying
you?
to pronounce American. He's not that good.
And Tigre Maski? I guess. I don't know.
It's Tigre. It's Tigre.
Oh, Tigre. I'm sorry. Also, Taiji Ishimori and El Phantasmo
Piece
versus
of shit.
versus Ryusuke Taguchi and Rocky Romero. Do you have Meltzer ratings?
Yes, they do. Oh, by the way.
Okay.
The third pre-show match featured one of the participants of the main event of night one.
Yeah, Yoda. How far
So-
down the card can you go?
Shingo Takagi was on the pre-show at their main event in night one. They did kind of explain a little bit, saying that he lost his world title. He's going to start at the bottom and try to work his way back up. This is what they explained to it on commentary. So I'll give him credit for trying to explain it, but it's still funny.
There's no trying to explain it. They explained it.
They literally explained it.
I want to take it right.
They didn't try to do it. They did it. Here's what happened, boys. Okay.
We like to go to Starbucks and look pretty well.
Well, I love Starbucks.
Wait, Starbucks? Let's get in on this shit. We're in on the Starbucks. Can I get in on Starbucks? Come on.
want
I need a
You know how to get it for
I
sure.
want Starbucks.
venti puppuccino, please.
That's how good this opening match was.
I want if they still have an apple cider latte.
They don't.
Damn it! Fuck Starbucks.
Just
Fuck that.
outright. They don't.
Apple cider liquor, though. No, mind you that. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
What did Meltzer give this? I'm very interested on this one because I have a very particular opinion about it.
I'm shocked.
He gave. Well, he's not even looking at the camera,
Yeah,
but he gave this 4 stars.
I consider it not a great way to open Wrestle Kingdom Night 2.
I mean, I wouldn't give it 4 stars, but it wasn't a bad open to it, I don't think.
I mean, in terms of match quality, it wasn't bad, but
That's what we rate on, right? Match quality?
well, in terms of what I'm referring to versus like outright action and oh my god, this is the best way to pop a night of wrestling. And we kind of alluded to this before, but this was on a Thursday. You know, this was night 2 was on a Thursday. It wasn't like some like weekend show. So it's an interesting way to kind of work your way through this. And I really didn't think that this was a great way to open up the main show. But this is also technically the 4th match of the night, all of which have been tag matches, as Fat Man alluded to. So when you look at it from that perspective, you kind of have to give it a pass. I gave it 3 stars. It wasn't bad.
I'm wrong.
Oh, Jesus.
I did give it 4 stars. I thought it was a great way. To start night 2. It was stupid that the loaded boot was a piece of tinfoil. That was really, really, really stupid. But I thought the action was still great.
I gave it 3.5 stars.
There we go.
So I thought it was really great for an opening match. It was good to see them finally give the reveal of what the foreign object was. It's only been in every fucking pay-per-view for the past 6.5 months.
Yeah, they actually. I was surprised that they blew that angle off. Honestly, I didn't think you needed to.
I'm not surprised because it was Wrestle Kingdom. It's their WrestleMania, so why not have a big reveal like that? But I'm just surprised it was able to be kept quiet for so long.
Who cares? That's my point. Is who gives a shit? Ryan, tell us how much you give a shit.
Yeah, I gave a shit a little bit, but the real big thing that I gave a shit about was that whole load of boot thing. Again, me not watching a lot of New Japan and just deciding to randomly watch like the biggest show of the year. The commentary really sold that. Like, if you didn't know anything about that and you weren't listening to the commentary, you'd be like, "Why the fuck is this going on?" But it was a cool little thing that gave a backstory to the match. I thought it was weird that they kicked them out of the match. Just take the fucking piece of tinfoil away from them. But I'm an American wrestling fan where I would have had a second piece of tinfoil to put back in the boot and have a blast kick him to win the match.
There you go. Fucking American Mark.
Wow.
Canada, by the way.
Right?
Match 2.
Oh, God, here we go. Sleazy's has the tweezers out.
Compose yourself, man.
He's
Compose
going to
yourself.
call this 10,000 stars. But wait. Hold on. Yo, dog, I heard you like tag team matches.
Thank you. Thank you. The World Wonder Ring Stardom interpromotional match, I guess you call it. I don't know what they
just said special.
It was a special attraction match, I guess you call
Yes.
it.
It was very special.
It's like the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Oh my God, no! How dare you call it? That's
100 times better, of course.
This was a very special match.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to cut that. Mayu Iwatani and Starlight Kid versus Tam Nakano and Saya Kamitani. Holy shit! What? Unlike the last year, this was everything it needed to be and then some. Was it a perfect match? No. Was it 19 stars? Absolutely. No, it was a wonderful tag, a wonderful way to put over these 4 ladies, and the promotion itself. It absolutely did exactly what it was supposed to do, which was put eyes on a product that absolutely deserves it. And I hope that Stardom gets more eyes on their product after this. I mean,
they're going to be incorporating Stardom into more of the APW shows they were talking about.
I think they kind of have to at this point because New Japan doesn't have their a women's division. I mean, look at who they have. They have Mio Abe and they have Peter, and that's it. There is no other female wrestlers really on the show. So to have women's wrestling represented like that by arguably the largest promotion in Japan is amazing. And I wish more promotions in the US would do more like this, but then we have the forbidden door where fuck you Impact, let me just piss on you instead. So there's too much ego here. And it happens even on a more local perspective. There are many times where New York professional wrestling were supposed to come together for a super show and never happens because there's too much ego. So to see it on a local level not be successful, see it on the national level not be successful, but to see Japan be able to...
in professional wrestling.
Yeah, right. But to have Japan actually do it and actually be successful, and they're actually doing another different type of show where it's like Noah and New Japan and All Japan and all the big major promotions are coming together for a super show. Seeing that kind of solidarity with Japanese wrestling is amazing. So back to the match itself. Of course I creamed myself. What else is new? But in terms of the match, I gave it 4 stars legitimately. What a great tag match. I can't say much more than that.
Sleazy,
Yes?
you're wrong.
Oh, God.
Sleazy,
What?
I'm also wrong.
We all agree?
And literally what you said is what I told you in the chat, so fuck you.
I mean, it's... just because you're copying my words, too. I mean...
Whoa. You're copying mine, you fucker. I wrote it down before
you may have wrote it down, but that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, I said it was great and an excellent way to showcase a product and for people who are unfamiliar with it and to get eyeballs on it. Yeah.
And,
We're waiting on Ryan.
and legitimately, and I showed this in the chat, I was watching Stardom this morning. So, I mean, it's not like that they don't have some sort of presence here. They're
I need to watch that match between Starlight Kid and Saya, because was that the one that was like supposedly match of the year?
No, there was a couple others.
The one that ended like a double count out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't
remember which one it was. I can look it up real quick, though.
I gave this 4 stars. I mean, I was entertained the whole time. It was great to see didn't get a chance on the main stage in JPW, especially Wrestle Kingdom. Saya was amazing. Her finishing move was ridiculous. The 2 of them in a row. One set up, but one looked like it could have been a finisher, and then she hit the Falcon Arrow. Or she got the Falcon Sword. But
no one kicks out of the Falcon Arrow.
Except everyone.
But I gave it 4 1/4.
Ryan, where are you at?
I enjoyed the match. Again, I'm just kind of getting used to they're trying to. This is a commentary on what they're going to tell me in the story on. I don't remember much else from it. To be quite honest, like I wouldn't be able to tell you anybody's names. If I ever saw them again, I wouldn't be able to tell you who the fuck they were.
I mean, if you're not following that product, I get that. But
Right.
you didn't answer my question.
What was your question?
Where are you?
In my basement.
No, in the game.
Oh, I just said it.
Oh, so you're still in Mushroom Kingdom?
Yeah.
God damn, pal. Make sure you talk to Luigi.
What?
Make sure you talk to Luigi.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God. Okay. Evil, Yujiro Takahashi, and Sho.
Wrong.
What?
You're missing a match.
Am I?
Yes.
Am I really?
4-way match for the Provisional King of Pro Wrestling 2022.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Why isn't that not on my list?
Dyslexic, probably.
Minoru Suzuki versus Chase Owens versus Sema versus Yano. There, I fucking did it for you. 6 minutes and 8 seconds. Fuck, Dave Meltzer gave this 2.5 stars.
Okay, cool.
Why did Dave Meltzer hate this match?
Because it had too many non-Japanese
There was a
people
white
in
guy
it?
in it. Yeah, there you go. White guy not named Kenny Omega. There you go.
I liked all the near falls.
And Shima's Chinese.
Yes.
So Suzuki holds that all year to lose it to that Yano fella at the end, right? Like that's the book in there.
I hope.
I mean, yeah. It was, well, everyone knows my love for fucking 4-way matches, 3-way matches, 9 ways.
If
Not
it's
into
an Asian
orgies.
female, it's terrible.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you like non-way matches, there's this China porno you should really watch.
Ooh. Well, you should have told me about that before the show.
Oh, watch it during.
Chip?
I thought it was a good match. A lot of false finishes. I liked it. I can't believe Suzuki went over, but oh well. 3 3/4.
3 3/4?
Wow.
Oh, I get to break this out. Thank you so much.
Please.
Overrated piece of shit. 2 3/4. Now I gotta find my notes because I've written down some news and rumors.
You still rated it more than Meltzer did, though.
It was a slightly above average match. They did as much as they could with the time given. Right kid died. I thought Suzuki should have won.
Yep.
I mean, it's his first major match back from his excursion. So, Fat Man,
Yes.
what's the next match?
Nah, you can fucking do it now.
No.
Oh, yo, dog, I heard you like to hate
Thank
match.
you, Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
No, you're fucking shit, dude. Watch your own product.
I listened to it.
He
So,
does.
wow. Takahashi, Evil, Sho versus Goto, Yoshihashi, and Yo.
Yo, dog, I heard you like tag team matches.
Yo, dog, I heard you like trios matches.
God damn
Fuck
it.
off. Oh, well, it's still a tag team match. They still gotta make tags. Fucker, Warrior, shut the fuck up.
They're trios. They're
Oh,
trios.
Fucking
Trios
punch
are
you
tags.
in the fucking face. I swear to God.
Get
Not
your
all
ass over
tags
here.
are trios, but all trios are tags.
There you go.
So you're making my point for me.
No, all trios are tags. Not all tags are trios. It's a subset of tag matches, which is still considered a tag match.
Which is what I'm saying.
No, you're saying trios matches aren't tag team matches.
Yes, I am. I said
Oh.
trios matches are tag matches. I just
But they're a special
fuck
kind
you
of
for
trio.
saying but fuck you for saying trios matches, because this is called a 6-man tag team championship match. I don't see any words that say trios in it, you fucking marks. Fuck you, fuck Chikara. Go on.
Oh, he's so bitter.
He is just
Worst show I've ever fucking been to in my life. Couldn't see shit, and the matches sucked.
Sleazy, can I ask a question? Didn't he not know what Chikara was like a week ago, and now he's just badmouthing it like he knows exactly what Chikara is?
I still don't know what Chikara is, and I've been to a show.
To be fair, the only Chikara show he's been to live was the reboot, which probably wasn't a good show to.
He literally
Take him
did say when we bought the tickets that I will not like that show.
Yeah,
He planted it. He incepted it into my mind.
Sleeveception?
I sleeveceptioned him.
He sleeveceptioned me.
Mainly because I knew two things were going to happen. Number one is that they were going to go deep into a storyline that Fat Man had no idea about. Because it was a blow off of a 2-year storyline. Number two, a lot of the guys that were on the show wouldn't be familiar at all to Fat Man. I mean, outside of Dalton, who was playing a different character, and pretty much everyone else who was under a mask, you didn't know anybody.
Nope.
So, I mean, you knew Orange Cassidy, but Orange Cassidy wasn't Orange Cassidy. Same with Chuck Taylor. No, they're ants at that point.
He was North Carolina ant.
No, he was
Green ants or worker ants.
I think he was worker ant at that point.
I don't know. I remember I was doing commentary during that match, and I just named them different names because one of them came out in North Carolina Blue. I was just like, it's North Carolina ant, and I think I called one of them a very derogatory name, ant, because he was being silly.
But yeah, yeah. I mean, so there's my answer to that. So that's why Fat Man hates Chikara.
But also at the same time, you didn't like the show either, Sleazy.
I didn't. I actually didn't like the show either.
He liked the Chikara, but he didn't like the show. To be fair, Sleazy did make a good point. Was that normally that gym, they only use half the gym. They just sold as many tickets as they possibly could. So they had floor seating up the ass, and they didn't really raise the ring, so you couldn't see anything from our floor seats.
Yeah,
literally, you couldn't see
terrible.
shit. You couldn't see any moves. It was bad. It was probably a good show if I would have watched it on a feed.
Time out. Did you actually say you would have enjoyed a Chikara show?
I said it probably could have been a good show if I watched it on a feed, but not live.
So you're saying the only reason you have turned your nose up to the Federation is because you had one bad experience with bad seating and bad everything else.
So I saw System of the Down live, and they were terrible live, and I haven't heard them since. So yeah, a live experience can ruin it for you.
Absolutely. I've seen them live once, and it was the worst show I've ever seen. We left halfway through.
I'll never see him again.
You were there with me.
Oh, you're talking about the same show. Okay.
Yeah. You could tell that they were heavily produced. They edited shit. They were so bad live. Whatever. Let's just get on with this.
So, on Classic Sleazy and Fat Man show.
Tangent.
Sonata versus Great O'Khan.
We didn't even talk about the match.
Oh, fuck it. Fuck the match. It's a fucking warm bowl of water. Whatever. Get the fuck
it
going.
was an okay match for a house show.
I mean, whatever. No one cares. No one cares about the 6-man tag. We're into singles matches.
Honestly, though, all the shit I read online about Reddit was everybody's fucking more House of Torture bullshit, blah, blah, blah. This did not get very, very well received online.
It was an okay match for a house show. 2.5 stars. And I'm wrong again. That's what Meltzer gave it.
Okay, well, welcome to the club.
Well, you're always wrong, so.
The Bullet Club?
Yeah, but you're with me on this one.
Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You're on my side here on this one. So
I am.
Sonata, Great O'Khan.
It was an okay match for a house show. And I think I'm overrating it at 2.5 stars.
This is where night 2 started to pick up.
O'Khan was super sloppy. He botched 17,000 moves. I felt the wrong kid died. I thought Great O'Khan should have won. I don't know. It did not do it for me.
I'm not a huge fan of Great-O-Khan.
It just
He went was it 82-0 last year? Or he won 82 matches last year, Great-O-Khan did. And Sonata won 80.
That is 81 more than he should have won.
This is where the pay-per-view started to pick up more so than anything else, the Premier Live event. I just thought it was a good night sort of one-on-one encounter, especially all the rest of the matches are all night. This one was different, and where it was right after the intermission and stuff, it played it up to be that here comes the big match now, boys. You made it through the shit. Now let's go.
I mean, I don't think it picked up here. I think it picked up the next match. But I absolutely agree with you that there was a turning point right around here.
Yeah, there was a shift here.
Yeah.
To me, it got really good in the Naito match.
Yeah. So, I mean...
I enjoy Great-O-Khan. I love how stiff he is and stiff he works. And Sonata held with him pretty well. So I don't have too much to shit on the match about. So I give it 3 1/4.
So you gave it 3 1/4. I don't know what Meltzer gave it. I gave this 2.5 stars as well. I thought it was just It wasn't terrible, but once again, I'm not a huge fan of Great-O-Khan, so it just kind of fell flat for me. Fatman, you're back.
yes,
So what did Meltzer give this?
3 1/4.
So Chip's wrong.
Oh, Chip gave it 3 1/4.
I sure did.
Fucking overrated piece of shit. Fucking Mark.
Okay.
We all have our own intricacies of what a good match is and what an enjoyable match is to each other. So fuck you.
You're wrong.
Tell him, Chip. Don't put up with his
You can tell me
bullshit.
all you want. You fucking wrong. Little bitch. You're wrong. But just because Georgia won the national championship don't mean you can talk to me that way. You're wrong.
You sound like fucking John C. Reilly in Step Brothers.
Don't you trust his drum check.
Put my balls on it.
We're here to talk to you about snow blindness and cats, and it scares the shit out of us.
Naito versus Cobb.
Wrong kid died.
Fact. I mean, I guess I don't watch New Japan. I don't fucking know.
Speaking of John C. Reilly and movie quotes, even though he didn't really say it, but his dad.
He was the kid that should have died.
No, wrong kid died. Jeff Cobb 100% should have won this match. It was a good match with good psychology with Cobb and his knee work. That's it. 3 stars. Like, it wasn't anything special. Meltzer gave this 3 3/4 because he's an overrated piece of shit.
Chef Chip.
I give it 3.5. It was good again. The wrong kid died. I wanted to see Cobb go over because of the success he had in G1. But yeah, it was an enjoyable match to watch. I did like the psychology. It was very back and forth. It told a good story.
You tell the good story, but that's about it for me as well. And I actually agree with Chip's rating, 3.5 stars. I kind of figured that Cobb wasn't going to win because he was fed to Okada. And Cobb is at this point where he's beating everybody but tier 1 guys. So Naito is a tier 1 guy. And I guarantee you that if Cobb and Tanahashi face again, that Tanahashi will go over. So it is what it is right now.
How this being Naito's last year?
Yeah, he
That's
did.
what they're talking about. It seemed like they were talking about on the show.
He got fed to Okada. That was the only reason why he had the record he did in G1. So,
LOL, agency no wins.
yeah, basically. But that being said, Cobb, I guarantee you within 2 years will almost certainly hold the butterfly belt. So it's coming. It's just
Start of the GP Divas Championship.
yeah, absolutely. So at that point, we're just thank you. At that point, we're just
Chips eating, Sleazy's eating.
I'm eating now.
I haven't made my tacos yet.
It is Taco Tuesday.
I've been quietly snacking on chips one at a time.
Well, don't forget though, folks, for people actually listening to us on the normal day, we do tape this on Tuesdays, but even though you're listening it on Saturday, but
Dinner time.
hey, well, that's how we roll around here.
Thank God, because, the only day I didn't want to tape, we had to tape, was Fat Man decided his fucking job was more important. Yeah.
I don't know what my new schedule is going to be yet, guys, so
we'll probably be taping.
They didn't give me the keys to the store yet, so I'm not closing my own yet. So
watch us tape live on Saturday morning.
I'll be doing the kitchen at work.
Probably won't happen.
I hope not. I can't do that. I'll be dead by then. So let's kind of take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. Okay, we're back. It's time to finish up with Wrestle Kingdom 16.
Later, Ryan. Later.
Whoa! What the hell is going on in chat? We have not. We've taken too much of a break apparently, and Ryan has decided to do other activities with the Toronto Blue Jays apparently. Which I'm not against that, but also
I mean, they signed me to a 6-stick contract. How can I say no?
What the hell are we doing here? Basically, we had two major matches on the end.
Hey, they called it the what did they call it? They called it the something in the main event. I forget what terminology they used for the setup match.
Penultimate match?
No,
that's something Kevin usually.
They said semifinal. That's what it was. They called it the semifinal, and the main event was the main event.
So we've always talked in years past about the Intercontinental title being almost as important as the world title. That's not it here, folks. I'm sorry. As much as I love Kenta and I love Tanahashi.
Well, I mean, good thing that wasn't for the Intercontinental title, then.
Right. Exactly. But they're trying to make the US title the Intercontinental title because the Intercontinental title is now part of the world title. So, the match itself, I thought was pretty good. It was not the best match Tanahashi has had by a long shot. Same with Kenta, but it was still pretty dang good.
Poor Kenta's face.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I gave this 3 3/4 stars. Honestly, there were matches before this that were better.
And after.
And, well, obviously, and after. Spoiler, fucker. Spoiler, piece of shit.
Meltzer gave it 4.
Meltzer gave it 4. Meltzer's a piece of shit. And what do you think I'm a piece of shit? What did I ever do to you?
A lot.
I gave it 3.5. I thought it was really good. It just felt like to me that the spots took forever to set up. Especially
like 100 years old, didn't he?
Especially that ladder spot. So now we know why they don't do ladder matches in Japan. Jesus fucking Christ. That took like 10 minutes to set up itself.
I want like every ladder match or every match to be a ladder match for one show.
Okay, TNA, calm down.
When are they going to call it a reverse hammer team match?
Yeah, that's all I can really say. It was a match that happened.
Which is terrible to talk about these two amazing pros, fucking amazing guys in the ring. And what happened here?
Hot take.
You put them both in a match that they're not used to. And it showed. They were being very careful. They were being very cautious. They didn't want to. I mean, like, Tanahashi felt so bad after he busted Kenta's eye open. I mean, you saw in his face as he was walking to the back. I mean, he can't believe that he's not that type of person. He said, like Kevin Kelly was saying, he goes, I know Tanahashi's going to be proud of this win, but he isn't going to be proud about how he went about getting it. And that's why, for me, that and the pacing of it and them both not they're showing their green when it came to this type of match. I gave it 3 1/4.
Question from the Canadian. Okay, was their first match any good?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
Well, was it better than this one?
No.
Is it styles, I guess? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you would assume out of both of them, we've seen great matches out of both of them with other people. And it's just together, this second time now, it's meh. You know what I mean?
I think Fat Man will tell you that Kenta's lost his step.
That was my hot take.
Yeah.
I want to say lose a step. I was going to give him a harsh and say he has not been very good since his shoulder injury. So maybe losing a step is kind of right. Or maybe is timid a good word?
Well, he's definitely timid when it came to this match.
He seemed timid. He seems like he's timid.
He's wrestling how Daniel Bryan claimed The Miz wrestled on that Talking Smack promo.
Oh, the King of Safe style.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with wrestling safe. And I know Sleazy's going to agree with me on that.
Yep.
Nothing wrong at all. But at the same time, he was safe before. He just happened to get injured, and now he's being extra safe.
Yeah, that's going to suck.
So I guess losing a step is
He's been the same to me since he came back from NXT.
That's what Fat Man's basically
that's what I'm
alluding
saying.
to.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but it's like they kind of messed up his psyche over here and taught him or had him doing stuff that kind of has thrown his normal Kenta stuff off to me.
Yeah, he's the one guy that really didn't work over here. I will say that.
No, that was because at the time Balor came in. Balor basically got his push. The two of them came in at the same time. There can only have been one of them. Guess what? Balor was better.
They needed a Super Junior that was star quality, and unfortunately, even from
Balor
New
speaks
Japan,
better English.
yeah, really.
I mean, you're not wrong.
No, not at all.
Like,
I know.
It's two guys that can't speak English coming from New Japan. No, I'm getting nothing for that one.
no, you suck.
God damn it.
Tried to no sell it, but I had to bring it out.
Main event time. The interim New Japan World Heavyweight Champion, Okada, versus the real world champion, Will Ospreay. I'm going to guess.
I've never heard of the New Japan World Championship.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, because Sleazy's retarded.
Exactly.
Yes, he is.
I want to guess how much Meltzer rated this. My guess is that it's over 5 stars. My guess would be, I don't think he's going to go 7 because it wasn't Omega. It wasn't Omega. I'd say he went 6.25.
I say you're wrong.
Damn. Because it was absolutely a 5-star match, in my opinion. It was.
I say you're wrong.
Okay, now you're an underrating piece of shit, but we had to start with that at least, I guess. But it was absolutely perfection. I loved every second of this. It was a great way to reintroduce Will Ospreay back into the mix. Yeah, he lost the title. If you look at it from the perspective of you wanted to give
a fucking title.
Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing. Okada gives a sense of gravity to a championship that really, frankly, hasn't been established yet. So if you look at it from that perspective, then it makes sense that Okada had to be the one to unify all the titles and make them all into one championship and be the standard bearer for the New Japan World Heavyweight Championship V5 now. So
unpopular opinion. The reason belts flopped so far is because they put it on nothing but fucking jobbers.
I think they could have had Ibushi be that guy. But yeah, they had him drop it to Ospreay like a month later. Because question mark.
Didn't Ibushi get hurt?
Ibushi got hurt and then Ospreay got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
No, I thought
Ibushi got hurt too.
Yeah, but he got hurt after he dropped the title.
You know, now that you say that, I don't know.
He got hurt after he dropped the title.
Did he?
I think so.
I'm curious now. I got to go see.
I'm pretty sure. I think Ospreay beat him, and then Ibushi got hurt later. I think.
I thought he got hurt.
And then Ospreay got hurt, and then Takagi won it. But like, that Chip's jerking off right now. But I think Ibushi could have been the guy if they didn't just fucking have him lose it. If he got hurt, that's a totally understandable thing. But if he didn't get hurt, I don't understand why they dropped it to Ospreay. They could have established that title. But you're right giving it to Okada to establish the title. Even though
Wrong Kid died?
Wrong Kid died.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
I think this is going to give Will Ospreay an angle to come back and make him look strong as hell. He's going to mow through his opponents now. He's going to
this night made the United Empire look like shit.
I agree with that. 100% agree with that.
I think you could tell better stories with Ospreay as a champion because Okada came back, won G1. He beat Takagi to win the title the night before, and then have him lose it the next day is a better story than him overcoming the odds, in my opinion.
I can see that.
And that makes Ospreay an even better heel.
Ospreay's a great heel.
But it establishes him as an even better heel for doing that to Okada, the most beloved wrestler in New Japan.
True.
So,
who's still kind of he's not exactly not a babyface. I mean, yeah, he's beloved in New Japan, but he does heel shit too.
Well, so did Hogan. Fuck him. Like, it don't matter. I mean, so does Cena. Fuck him. So does Sheamus. Literally shits in a car. Okay? So.
Thank you.
Come on.
I was hoping you'd bring that up.
So, it doesn't matter if he does heel tendencies.
It looks like Ospreay was supposed to be the guy for him. Because Ibushi only had the belt for 31 days. No title defense. His first defense against Ospreay was lost it. But Okada should have won. And I love, like I said last week, this Ospreay character, from what I remember to now, this Ospreay is deadly. I love it. But at no point should Will Ospreay beating Okada. Okada needs his belt. If the next champion should beat Okada next year at Wrestle Kingdom.
I think the next champion should have a long run. A long run. Actually, maybe even through next year's Wrestle Kingdom. A long run to establish that title. But I just think you're telling better stories with Ospreay. That's all. By the way, Meltzer gave this 5 3/4.
Oh, it wasn't too far off.
I gave it 4 3/4.
Oh, you're a little fucking dick, by the way.
Actually, I lied. I gave it 4.5. I lowered it.
What the fuck?
Keep talking, he'll lower it again.
As much as I even said I think this was awesome as expected. Wasn't quite 5 stars because, they got to sit there and no-sell finishers because, cool. It made sense for Okada win, even though I didn't like it. You could tell better stories with that. Plus, Okada retired the old belt the night before after he won it, so you had to kind of give it to Ospreay the next night.
So he was I was falling in and out of sleep on that. So he retired the IWGP Heavyweight Championship for the New Japan World Championship.
He gave it a thank you. He gave it a thank you at the end of night 1.
It's still called the IWGP Championship.
The World Heavyweight Championship.
IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, yeah. It's still the International Wrestling Grand Prix Championship. But, yeah.
Well, I'm going to be the overrating piece of shit here.
Well, Sleazy already gave it 5 stars, so you can't be that overrating.
Oh, I can be that overrating. I'm going higher than Sleazy. I'm going 5 1/4.
Fucking Mark.
God fucking damn it.
Trying to steal Sleazy's thunder. Both you, Meltzer, and Sleazy are both overrated pieces of fucking goddamn shit.
This match was really, really good. It wasn't even match of the week.
Thank you, Ryan.
But this was the best match out of Wrestle Kingdom. Night 1 and night 2.
Yep.
Still wasn't the best match of the week.
Nope.
Fuck you guys.
Ryan, okay. On the count of 3, we're going to say what was the match of that week. All right? 1, 2, 3. Danielson.
Page and Dave. Yeah. See?
I mean, you're fucking not wrong, okay?
And
that wasn't a 5-star match either.
That was absolutely a 5-star match.
And that wasn't a 5-star match.
How fucking dare you?
Every match for the rest of this year has to compare to every single aspect of Paige and Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, that was absolutely perfection.
Every single match it needed to hit in terms of how wrestling goes. And not just wrestling, but like new age wrestling and old age wrestling and the strong, like that blended into this perfect little fucking thing of a half an hour, 40 minutes of greatness. And you don't get that anymore, let alone on television.
I 100% agree with everything Ryan just said.
Mm-hmm. And I would have.
And it was also a 5-star match, you fuck. It's absolute perfection. Go fucking suck on a dick.
I would have given that higher than Will Ospreay and Okada. But we'll talk about that next time.
He's going fucking
But
19
that's the funny
stars.
thing. If we're not going to talk about it, because it was TV, we don't talk about TV. We talk about pay-per-view.
Yeah, so that's kind of why we're
Premier
touching
live
here.
event.
Premium live events.
Overall thoughts on the show? It was
Better
night 2 was better than night 1.
Hands down, but we're not allowed to split them apart, remember? So, as a whole, Wrestle Kingdom was all right.
I have yet to watch night 3. I gotta do that tonight.
Not me.
Fuck that shit. We're not covering night 3.
No, but
Stop. Question now.
Time out.
Does night 3 count when you talk about Wrestle Kingdom at the end of the year?
If it is branded as a Wrestle Kingdom, yes.
Which it is.
Oh,
It is.
Then there's no fucking way anybody's going to talk about Wrestle Kingdom this year as a show of the year.
No.
Nope.
You're absolutely right. And here's the ironic part. Night 3 outdrew night 1 and night 2.
Well, because you had Noah involved in...
No, because it was probably...
A Saturday night.
Like,
no, it has nothing to do with anything else other than it was a Saturday night, and Wrestle Kingdom night 1 and night 2 were Tuesday and Wednesday or Wednesday and Thursday.
Yes, but it's not like it normally matter what night Wrestle Kingdom was, because it's always January fucking 4th.
Exactly. But the difference is...
I think coronavirus has a little bit of something to do with it. If there was no coronavirus, then...
There wouldn't be 3 nights either.
That's a fucking lie.
No, God, that's not a lie. If there's no coronavirus, we go all the back to the beginning. There is no double.
I wouldn't say there wouldn't be 2 nights, but there definitely wouldn't be 3.
I guarantee you.
This is the first time they've had 3.
Right.
I guarantee you they would have done 3 nights.
I think they only did 3 nights so that they could hit it on the Saturday. Because they didn't even run in the Tokyo Dome.
Normally, don't they do the New Beginnings and whatever fucking Japanese calendar in? That's the name of the show.
New Beginnings and New Year's Dash.
Which is actually on the page right now. They did it on that Monday.
Right.
They did it on the 10th.
So the point stands is that you can't sit here and think that they're going to do 3 nights of Wrestle Kingdom like that.
I thought they were going to, no matter what.
I didn't think so. 2, maybe. 3,
2, definitely. 3, yes.
Definitely not.
I'm the Hall of Famer of the show, and I say we're taking a break. So, WWE's top merchandise sellers and items of 2021.
Is Hook on that list? Oh, no, wait, it's WWE.
So you went from being Hook as your most overrated to I want to suck his dick.
Yeah, it sounds like
2022, new year, man. New year, new me.
New year, new Hook dick.
He's still trash. As
yeah,
always.
he is, but I'm fucking all in on the meme.
This is the benefit. This is why pro wrestling works, because you fucking buy into this shit.
So, the number 1 merchandise seller for WWE was
Roman Reigns.
Wrong.
Roman Reigns.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Wow.
$3,657,224.
So I guess The Rock's after that?
Number 2 is
Triple H?
No. John Cena. $2,649,836.
Number stuck in the past.
Number 3 is Alexa. $1,645,945.
None of these are on WWE TV, mind you.
Number 4, didn't it? Is the New World Order. $1,292,561. Number 5, and the last person to break 1 million for the year in merchandise sales that's Roman Reigns. 1,164,253 as a heel, by the way. So
heels don't sell merch, though. Proper heels don't sell merch. I don't give a fuck.
Heels sell tickets. Baby faces sell merch.
Thank you.
The Rock was number 6. Jimmy Uso was 7. Jay Uso was 8. The Ultimate Warrior was 9. And Eddie Guerrero was 10.
Where are they getting these merch sales from? I mean, is it just T-shirts? It can't be just T-shirts.
It's not just T-shirts.
DVDs and shit?
Austin
DVDs,
has
t-shirts.
2 out of the top 3 merchandise, because here it is. The Legacy Championship collector's belt was $850.
Oh, there it is.
And then the Smoky Skull belt was $300. The number 2 selling item for WWE was the Lily doll.
I can see that.
I'm trying to say I didn't get one for the Fiend.
Number 4 was a WWE spinner replica. Number 5 was a Brahma Bull replica. Number 6 was a $1 Million Championship replica. The first T-shirt on this list is John Cena T-shirt, then the Bloodline, then John Cena's United States spinner replica, then John Cena's Significant Series spinner championship replica, and then Eddie Guerrero's Signature Series championship replica.
I mean, think about how long the Bloodlines actually had a T-shirt out. That the fact that it's only been like 5 months maybe.
And the second selling T-shirt.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing, though. Legitimately, that's pretty amazing. I think it's just as amazing to see that. Now, granted, an $800 item that's selling like fucking hotcakes.
It sold an estimated $1,600.
That's a lot at $800 a fucking pop. That's a lot of merch. So. It's surprising to me, but cool.
Okay, so apparently, let's get this out of the way because I know Sleazy and we're not going to really fight about this, but MLW is suing WWE.
Yeah.
Is seeking a trial jury. They're asking for compensatory tribal and I can't even speak legalese here. Explanatory damages and an injunction barring WWE from inflicting further irreparable harm through its anti-competitive and tortious conduct. And they want legal costs, obviously. It's interesting to know how MW represents WWE's purchase of WCW in their statement. MLW also cites inferior content and decline in the popularity of WWE programming over the past 5 years as to why WWE allegedly targeted them for unlawful predatory conduct. It was also alleged that due to WWE's wanton misconduct, MLW has suffered and will suffer monetary damages and irreparable harm from a continued loss of brand recognition and valuable talent.
Okay, so let's start with the fact that I hadn't heard exactly what had happened, and Fat Man and I talk about this kind of shit all the time.
So this has like 5 pages worth of notes, and I'm just not going to read it all off. This is taking too much time because I don't know how to read, and I can't pronounce words good, and America. But apparently, some former executive in WWE was overheard saying that when MLW got their TV deal from Vice, this person said, "Oh, Vince McMahon is really pissed about that," and then this is apparently, it's not, I don't know if it's true or not, apparently got to MLW and they're like, "Oh, they don't want us on TV, so we're going to sue them."
That sounds like Court Bauer for you. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, if they can prove that WWE as an entity intentionally stopped them from trying to get a TV deal, then they have a case. Other than that, I guarantee you they have nothing. But I didn't know if they had any legal basis behind that. And we talk about this all the time about lawsuits. It doesn't matter if you have a case or not. If you have deep pockets, you can drag it out way longer than it should be. So MLW is not that big of a company. They don't have anybody backing them that's big enough. And I guarantee you that this lawsuit's going nowhere. As much as I would like to see a little bit more than this lawsuit, oh well.
The fact that they got on TV after the quoted statement was made proves they got no case. In my opinion. Now, again, like you said, if there's evidence that WWE tried to stop them from getting on TV, they may have a case.
Right. And honestly, I don't know what kind of proof they have. They probably haven't even put out any proof of that. So, but they're trying to make their case now. We'll see how it goes. But I guarantee you that it's going to turn into a big bowl of shit.
And another thing is, you also have AEW, who is on TV. You have Impact, who is on TV. You also now have New Japan, who's back on TV. So,
Fuck, OVW still has TV.
So, I mean, what? So, with all these companies being on TV, I don't see MLW again really having a case unless they have evidence of WWE forcibly trying to stop them. But at the same time, why would WWE stop them? That's another thing.
Yeah, it's kind of a strange line to take anyway.
It's kind of like the WCW WWE, much as ironic that they would sit there and quote WCW because they're pretty much the WCW to AAA.
Yeah. It still doesn't make sense, though.
I think they're just looking for a payday. To me, again, we're not there. We don't know if there's evidence or not. Maybe evidence, and this may bite me in the ass because we are recording this. To me, it seems like they're just looking for a payday, and they don't got a leg to stand on. But again, shit could come out saying otherwise. But as of right now, I don't think MLW. I think a judge is going to look at, because they want a jury trial. But I think a judge is going to look in that and go, no.
They can ask for whatever they want. I mean, at the end of the day, that's
what I'm saying. It's up to a judge if there's going to prosecute to a jury. And a judge, in my opinion, is going to look at that and go, no.
I wouldn't be so sure on that, but I definitely think that they're just plain not going to get very far.
Right.
Just in period. So,
so you guys hear about this WWE statement that they release about the Penelope Ford and Bunny versus Ty Conte and Anna Jay match that was on Rampage? Because it was really...
I read it, yeah.
Did you hear about it, Lizzie?
What a fucking group of idiots.
If you look at this is from WWE. If you look at the gore self-mutilation that bloodied several women on the December 31 event on TNT, it quickly becomes clear that those are very different businesses. We had an edgier product in the Attitude Era, and in the 2022 world, we don't believe that type of dangerous and brutal display is appealing to networks, partners, sponsorship, venues, children, or the general public as a whole. Oh, and by the way, here's Johnny Knoxville from Jackass entering the Royal Rumble.
Oh, by the way, wasn't this the same company that gouged out a man's eye live on TV?
No.
In the last year?
My wife
It was
could not
on
watch
pay-per-view.
Oh,
you had to pay to see it, Sleazy.
Forgive me. I didn't know.
Hey, you can laugh all you want. That matters. You can get away with a lot more fake news than you can on regular TV. On top of the fact, nothing WWE said in that statement was fucking wrong.
They're not wrong, but at the same time, it is a bit hypocritical.
It is.
And the eye thing was 2 years ago.
Oh, forgive me. Forgive me.
It was in June.
Do your fucking journalism.
It was 18 months.
Wait a second. Didn't he do the same thing to Aleister Black before he left?
Yeah, in like 2020.
That was on TV.
But it doesn't matter. They're not wrong, but they're very hypocritical.
Yeah.
I just found it funny that the self-mutilation shit and the type of dangerous and beautiful display, but yeah, they have Johnny Knoxville in the Rumble match to promote a self-mutilation movie.
I mean...
Oh, WWE, you are so funny.
Never change, sir. Never change.
I don't want to, but let's talk about Cody Rhodes. He's the TNT champion, and apparently he's not working without a contract. He has no contract at all with AEW.
You don't know why? He had COVID. He couldn't show up to sign his fucking contract. He gets there tomorrow. He's signing the contract.
Mostly.
If he doesn't get there tomorrow, or if he doesn't sign the contract, it's bullshit. They're not getting rid of him. They got a TV show and a PBS show. He ain't going nowhere. brilliant strategy by the boys to release it, make it seem like this is actually a fucking thing.
Another guy announced his free agency today too.
Here's the thing, Ryan. That's why I said I didn't want to talk about it, because it's bullshit. You're not going to put it, and apparently he hasn't had a contract since mid-December.
Well,
So, bullshit. So why would you put a title on him knowing he doesn't have a contract? It's stupid.
It's a work, bro.
It's not a work.
It's a fucking work. Of course it's a work.
No, it's not a work. It's Meltzer trying to get clicks. That's what it is.
It wasn't Meltzer that broke it.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. It was Sean Sapp.
it was Sean Sapp.
You were right. I thought it was Meltzer.
Meltzer actually rebutted it. No, I want to touch on that because Meltzer's statement on it was even more hilarious. That makes it seem more and more of a work than anything else. Is that he basically goes, well, nobody's talking to me about it, bro, but this one guy talked to me about it and didn't want to say something to me about it. So I went around and talked to other people and nobody wanted to talk to me. So they probably didn't want to lie to me about it because it's probably not really true.
Fantastic, Meltzer. You fucking idiot.
Way to push your ego up, Meltzer. I don't think it's a work. I just think it's somebody trying to fucking Sap or whatever, just trying to fucking get clicks.
They leaned into it.
But
Though.
if anything, AEW just did they just benefits WWE. The more people are going to talk about the Rumble now than anybody else.
They're giving WWE free press. They do that every week. So what's the difference?
Ha ha.
So what's the difference? It doesn't matter. Speaking of that, Meltzer says,
fuck Dave Meltzer.
I'll get there. No AEW involvement in the Rumble. No sources. He just says no AEW involvement in the Rumble.
Yeah, I read that today too.
He knows Cody Rhodes won't be in the Rumble, and he knows John Moxley won't be in the Rumble. I'm pretty sure there's more than 2 people who work at AEW for one.
Outside of Jericho, you wouldn't really care about anything else.
Well, here's the reality of it. This is the point in time where I literally turn off most social media and stay away from dirt sheets as much as possible because I don't like to be spoiled when it comes to the Rumble. Rumble is precious to me.
And I'm going there, so I turned mine off. Well, today, Twitter goes off tonight. It came through today. I was pissed. So.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to do it nowadays anyway, but for me, it's a special time. I love the Rumble. It's the one time a year that I really, really, really like. What the fuck is on your glasses, Ryan?
Nothing. It's his.
Oh, okay. It looked like they're on his, like something splattered on his glasses. Sorry, but
it was my semen.
Well done.
It's weird.
Well done. Anywho, so I'm trying as hard as I can to stay away from all the rumors about, Cody Rhodes is going to be coming back and blah, 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 blah.
By the way, I don't want Cody Rhodes in WWE. I do not want Cody Rhodes in WWE.
You want him in GCW where he can be the second highest paid person, but still be on the mid card because that's how you fucking think of him.
Give me Stardust or give me Death.
Sleazy nailed it. Sleazy nailed it. Cody Rhodes trash, bro. Always has been, always will be. I don't get the hype. He can talk. Cool. His last name is Rhodes. That's the only thing going for him.
For a while, it wasn't even that.
Hype, but you just explained his hype.
Because his last name is Rhodes. That's it. That's his hype. He's terrible in the ring. He's had, 2 good matches his whole career. Fuck him. Anyway, let's get on with these rumors. Mustafa Ali asked for his release from WWE.
Hell Supreme.
In the most public way possible. Who cares?
Sonny was arrested for allegedly possessing a weapon unlawfully and making terroristic threats.
Wait! Sonny shit! Sonny was arrested? No! Say it ain't so, fat man.
Sonny?
Say it ain't
Sonny
so.
According to
Fuck Dave Meltzer.
Cody Rhodes is cleared to wrestle. Or Cody Rhodes, I'm sorry. Corey Graves is cleared to wrestle. 2 years ago?
Cool.
Apparently it's going to be interesting to see where they go with that.
Well, he did have the 24/7 title for a minute.
And the former NXT Tag Team Champion.
Apparently he was cleared to wrestle in 2020.
Makes sense. That would be why they gave him the strap when they did.
So that's just weird.
Cool.
According to
Fuck Dave Meltzer.
the Elimination Chamber is going to be renamed the WrestleMania Chamber because the Elimination Chamber will be in Saudi Arabia.
Then they don't want to have elimination as part of the title.
Yep. This isn't Germany, fuckers.
It's not No Escape. No, wait a second. Let's talk about that because we didn't really talk about that. So we're having the Elimination Chamber in Saudi Arabia. Should we just call it the Freedom Chamber?
Oh no!
What was Auschwitz taken?
Called the Patriot.
I think the No Escape match is probably the best, not the WrestleMania Chamber. That sounds stupid.
When the Elimination Chamber pops out, it has something to do, some way connected to WrestleMania.
The last time somebody won an Elimination Chamber just before WrestleMania, a pandemic started.
So I think the reason why they're doing it in Saudi Arabia is they go every February, and why produce 2 shows when you get a one that's produced for free? You're getting paid. You are getting paid for it. So why not just ship it over there? It's not costing WWE a fucking dime.
Fiscally speaking, it makes sense. Absolutely,
it makes sense. So I get it.
Does it have to be the Elimination Chamber though?
If that's
Over.
It doesn't have to. You don't have to have a gimmick match.
I know.
On a gimmick what the fuck? We're going to go down this fucking...
So we're going to have a tables, ladders, and chairs pay-per-view, but we're going to have the Elimination Chamber on it.
We don't need gimmick fucking pay-per-views.
I agree.
The one night where WWE kind of goes extreme.
I love semi-extreme rules.
He does. It was international waters when I saw him do it. The amount of people who was going to leave WWE for AEW will shock you.
2.
PCO signs with Impact.
That was shock to me. I did not expect
literally
him to say.
Get it? PCO.
That's all I got.
What?
That's all I got.
Oh. The amount of people that will leave WWE for AEW will shock you, Sleazy.
Really?
AEW picks up Tony Schiavone's 2-year contract extension.
Well, I mean, he didn't leave.
Well, I mean, he does so many things during a show. Like, holy fuck, Tony Schiavone has the strength.
Seriously, he's a big guy there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So we have 3 shows at WrestleCon. AAA, March 31st at 5. New Japan Strong, April 1st at 5. And Impact, also April 1st, but at 9.
Oh. You're going to have NJPW Strong followed by Impact when on normal days on Access TV you'll have Impact followed by NJPW.
And you also got the return of Ring of Honor that same night.
Yeah.
Oh, Supercard, that's right.
Which is still going on. Thank you. Raw and NXT are going to be moving to Sci-Fi during the Olympics.
Makes sense.
For 2 weeks.
Yep. And last one, just to break Sleazy's heart.
No, don't do it.
Hikaru Shida is going to be is already in Japan.
No.
But she'll be back in a little bit.
She got injured, too, on the way back in her last match.
I mean, Serena Deeb beat the fuck out of her for 17 matches. Can you on the phone to pick with you? How come when Randy Orton and Sheamus fought a bunch of times, you're like, this is bullshit? When Cena and Orton does it, this is bullshit. But Serena Deeb and fucking Cena can wrestle 18 times in 2 days.
You really need to ask that question.
I want to hear it. I want to hear the hypocrisy out of it. You know what I'm like? I love to hear the
There's
hypocrisy.
an Asian in it.
He's not wrong.
I just answered it for you. There's an Asian in it.
Sleazy had the expression of a meerkat just now while Ryan was
I saw the stupidity in Sleazy's face when Ryan was asking that question. Like, why would you ask? You know the answer.
I know the answer. I just had to get it out of my system.
Paper toss.
Chip.
Ooh, it's the end of the show with the paper toss.
All right, guys. Follow me, the Sports Guru 728. Follow the best darn sports show period live 9 to 9:30 on Thursday night. So my daughter just got a new job, so it might be earlier if she's
Yay!
if she's off. So
Yay!
but we cover everything. We don't really touch on wrestling. We kind of hop on it for a minute, but we cover all the other sports, not just baseball sports. Sports.
This is my response. Chip is all like, "What do you think about this?" And I go, "Tune in Saturday mornings on the Wrestling Show with Sleazy."
You did that one time, and ever since then, I've been putting the wrestling show over. So fuck you, asshole.
I do. The one thing I do actually follow in terms of sports is the Olympics. So if I be so humbled to request a night on there for the Olympics, I would greatly, happily enjoy that.
Well, we usually go through whatever's going on during the week, so you'll have about a month of Olympic coverage.
Well, I won't go that far. I'll just go on one, but
he'll be like, "This Asian won this, and this Asian won that."
Yeah, let me know what.
What about this American
figure
skater win?
Discuss, and then we'll work it out.
I just told you. This
For
Asian
fuck's
won this. This Asian won that. What about this American speed skater that won the Olympics? Was he Asian? No, fuck him. I don't give a shit.
it's in China. What did you expect?
See? It didn't matter if it was in China or fucking Tibet.
Ryan, do you have anything to promote other than Fat Man's Dick?
This is my Ruby Riot shirt I got from Pro Wrestling Tees just for you guys.
Hey, it's got the fucking the Bucky. It's got Bucky.
Yeah. That was one of the mysteries. That was one of the mystery shirts from Pro Wrestling Tees.
I gotta do that. God damn.
Yeah, I need to do that too.
I'm at TWS Sleazy,
TWS Fat Man.
and the show is at Sleazy Fat Man on Twitter, Instagram, and no, not TikTok. I'm sorry.
That's
It will
13-year-old girls.
It will happen though. Hey, we need a new
Wait,
demographic, damn it.
13-year-old girls? I don't know if I feel right about it.
I'm going to jail for
shit.
touching myself.
God damn, motherfucker.
Fuck you, Ryan. I had a joke, dude. You fucking stole it. I'm like, why is it
Well, he has that.
We've been Me Too'd off the fucking air once a fuck again. God damn. You can find us and every other show, a part of the Gear Network, at gearnetwork.com. You can find our show or download our show anywhere you get your podcasts, whether that's Spotify, Apple Music, or
I
whatnot.
can't find it on Apple Music, by the way.
I'll get it to you.
Okay.
Every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. If you guys are listening to this Saturday, obviously you can be, but it is time this year. We do this every fucking year. Choose your number. Go to our Facebook, choose a number from 1 to 30. That's your number. If you win this year, you'll get a nice prize. No one's won it outside the wrestling show. Every year we've done it. Pick a number. It's going to be for both the women's and the men's. Same number.
So the prize is Ryan's going to fly down here and suck your dick.
Live on the wrestling show.
You know, I'm just going to hold that bit.
That's why I'm
And
picking
that's-
1 through 30. Every number.
So with thanks to Chip,
See you guys.
and always thanks to Ryan, and of course for Sleazy.
For the Fat Man.
This is the Wrestling Show. Thank you guys so much for listening.
I'm a truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun. I'm the pain in the game. The blood shedding your name. When there's nothing to gain, I'm a well-gone sad.
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network.